Man in the red hat here. I watched Civil War. Let's talk about it. All right, so Civil War stars Kirsten Dunst, Wagner Moreau, aka Pablo motherfucking Escobar, Kaylee Speeney, and Stephen Henderson, all playing war journalists and photographers who go into hot zones and take photos. And they do interviews as the United States of America is going through a second Civil War. Now, why is the U.S. in the Civil War? No idea. And apparently unimportant, as this movie's focus is less on why it's happening and more on the how it's happening and its effect on our Scooby-Doo cast of characters. Now, these characters are real adrenaline junkies, going into each spot armed only with a camera and a prayer as they cross enemy lines to conduct an interview with the President of the United States of America. Lee, Kirsten Dunst's character, plays the best fucking war photographer the world has ever seen, gaining notoriety worldwide as this amazing do-it-all photographer with a gruff, been there, done that personality. She's largely emotionless throughout and extremely blunt. Wagner Moreau is the true adrenaline junkie of this crew, with his only focus being interviewing the president. Outside of that, he has absolutely no purpose in this film. I assume he's there to show off that sexy weight loss and sexy accent as he purrs through his lines like a cat that just knows he's a bad bitch. Kaylee Speeney, who I feel like is in this film because Millie Bobby Brown wasn't available, is the other lead and focus opposite of Kirsten Dunst, plays a rookie photographer who meets her hero and wants to emulate everything she does without a true understanding of the effects of war. The movie follows her growth throughout as she gets a full dose of the bloodiness of true war. And then my guy Stephen Anderson plays a senior journalist along for the ride. And shout out to him. He was just in both Doom films, and he's in A24's weirdest fucking movie ever, which is Beau is Afraid. Love seeing older actors and actresses get their shine. So it's a point A to point B film with them journeying across the desolate lands of the U.S. as opposing factions fight each other. Everything is near post-apocalyptic. Streets are near empty. People are afraid to come outside. Gas stations have armed guards. Soldiers are killing and hanging people left and right, torturing others without a further thought. All because of an imaginary line drawn on the map that tells you what state you're in. Truly, America idiocy if I've ever seen it. Now, if you saw this trailer and thought that this was going to be The Purge or some balls to the wall film, following each faction fighting each other constantly, then you are going to be supremely disappointed. All right, this film wants to focus on the group's ongoing relationship dynamics and their almost dumbass need to chase history and do this ludicrous interview. And hilarious enough, throughout their entire journey, at no point do any of them think to arm themselves in the fucking slightest. Not a pistol, knife, a spatula, or anything that could be used offensively to defend themselves. Just a camera and a dream and a hope that all insane parties on both sides don't violate the Geneva Convention and turn on them. It's absolutely hilarious. Like, these people were so insane, you could have just like walked up on them and shot them, and it would have been like, hold on, don't shoot me. They was just trying to get them photos. They didn't care about nothing else but getting the photo. So sound design in this film is top notch, right? I'm talking the best sound design I've heard since Dunkirk. The sound of the bullets going off is as accurate as you could possibly get in a movie, period. It's extremely loud and distinct. As a person who shoots a lot of guns, I could appreciate that. None of that tink, 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 tink bullshit. True ballistics in this film. Whoever the sound engineer is, give them a raise. The plot is simple, and at times it drags near the middle before becoming like really silly randomly. Specifically, there's a part where they're on the road and they decide to switch into different cars while both cars are actively driving close to like 50 to 60 miles per hour on the road. It's the dumbest fucking scene I've seen in recent history, and it's only saved because the next scene is the best scene of the movie, played out with a soldier played by James Pymans as he casually enters the movie and takes over the entire film. As soon as I saw him, I thought, my God, they got the world's most evil nigga in this film. And it's amazing. Paimon always plays these extremely casually evil characters, and he just does it so well every single time. That's his lane. It gives you anxiety when he speaks because of how calm he is. In this case, I actually wanted the movie to just start following his story or give me some flashbacks because it seemed way more interesting than anything the stars of this movie were offering. Like, the entirety of this movie makes you really think, like, damn, what did they do to make these niggas that mad? As opposing forces refuses to take prisoners, opting to shoot and kill anyone not on their side, which made the war photographer angle muddy water for me. All right, you see, they're all basically in a social contract with each other. The photographers have to trust that the people will understand that they're not there to do harm and only there to take photos. But the people you're putting your trust in are indiscriminately killing anyone in their path, innocent or not, and that kind of rubbed me the wrong way. All right, the movie doesn't really take sides. It's like intent on showing, hey, war is brutal, shit gets ugly on all sides. The good guy is the one who gets to write the history books after this is all over, basically. And it ends. It ends oddly, I'll just say that, almost as if it's parroting its own message in a way. So I'll give this a flaccid 6 out of 10 red hats. It was okay. The sound design in itself gives it a bump, and Pyman's performance honestly makes this movie worth the price of admission. So have you seen it? Are you going to see it? Let me know in the comments below. Other than that, peace.